What's up, everybody? So you guys saw the turbo video. So today we're doing a video about what you need to supercharge your car, and then also how much power you can make. The Stillen Supercharger kit is really the main one for the 370Z and the G37, and the reputation of that kit usually is like you can't get a whole lot of power out of it, but we spent a lot of time tuning several hundreds of cars, and we were able to get a lot of power out of it with some basic upgrades. So this time we're going to do a video on my G37, which I've had for about 4 years. It started out as completely stock, and now we've got some stuff done. But we got a Stillen Supercharger kit and some minor upgrades. Come in here a little closer. So we got the SOHO Motorsports air-to-air kit. Shout out Nick Soho. This kit is the main air-to-air kit I've used on all the supercharger builds that we tune here. Not really a whole lot to say about it. Everything's really very nice, very nicely put together, nicely fabricated. It has a very generous improvement over the water to air and other air-to-air setups. So on other cars, we'll see like low 500s on pump gas and then low 600s on E85 with the stock blower and stock pulley combo. On this one, we have not only that, but we have a Vortec TI V3 blower, so upgraded blower from the standard Stillen kit. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to do on this combo. We've dynoed a lot of the SI and SCI head units, and like I said, low 500s, low 600s, depending on the fuel. And we did one car with the TI that made about 650. If you guys have seen it on Instagram, it's Patrick's Silver 370Z. So on this one, we're going to see what it does. We've got long tube headers and catback, as well as a CJM fuel return system, Special DZ, flex fuel kit, and 1300X injectors, and a Walbro 450 fuel pump. The car is also running on speed density using a 4-bar map. So this is a very, very similar combination for supporting mods to my 370. It's literally a copy and paste of my 370 fueling setup. So just on this G37. It's a stock motor with about 16,000 miles, and it's a stock automatic 7-speed trans. So we're gonna do a couple pulls on pump. We'll do a couple pulls on ethanol, see what it makes, and we'll share more details about the kit. And if you're interested in doing a supercharger kit, this will address a lot of the questions that you have. made the first pull on pump gas with no timing in it. This kit is actually making about 14 pounds right now on the stock pulley combo, so we just ran a pretty conservative tune just to make sure we didn't have any belt slip or boost leaks or anything like that. And the car made 516 wheel horsepower just with my first revision. Just slap some shit together, see if it worked. Looks like it's working. Draining the fuel tank right now, so we're gonna do E85 and we'll just go balls to the wall in the E85 tune. On this blower in the past, I've been able to get close to 600 on 93 if I lean on it a little bit more, but we're not gonna do that today. We're just gonna go straight to the E85. This is just a daily driver after all, so we'll keep it nice and conservative. You about to be on my YouTube, Colby?
Oh, am I now?
Yeah.
You fucking filling gas like a little bitch.
No. Don't get too excited. Only like 12 people watch this anyway.
Pretty much.
Okay, so final numbers on this kit. Like I said, originally it made 516 horsepower on pump gas, just a kind of a basic tune to get it driving and see what it would make sure there was no issues. Then we drained the fuel tank, filled it with the E85, did some more tuning. Our final numbers are 612 wheel horsepower and 456 foot-pounds. Now, remember, this is a stock motor and stock automatic transmission, also the stock pulley combo. Another thing about this specific blower is the actual blower itself doesn't really start flowing more air than the other blowers until you start playing with the pulley combo. So where it's most efficient, we're not even there yet. We're not really spinning it that hard, but we're already cruising well into the 600 wheel horsepower range in an automatic car. So it's really good numbers, and it gives you a really good idea of what a supercharger kit can do. Like I said, there's a lot of misconceptions about the Stillen supercharger kit out of the box, and usually we don't see much over 400 wheel horsepower with it out of the box, but with some simple basic upgrades, you can make over 600 wheel pretty easily and stay pretty reliable. You'll also notice this kit, just the supercharger kit in general, doesn't make a whole lot of torque compared to a turbo kit. So overall, over a long period of time, the engine would be expected to last longer because there's less stress on the stock rods. But also, final thing, so as far as chasing numbers are concerned, I could wait until the winter to do all this shit. I mean, we did a turbo 370, we did the GTR, and we did this, all in very similar weather. It's the beginning of summer in Texas, so the weather is really starting to ramp up. I'm gonna show you guys the weather just so you know. Today we're dealing with 93 degrees Fahrenheit with close to 51% humidity. So usually anywhere like on the DynoJet weather station, if it's over like 35% humidity, that's when it starts to get really moist and you can really feel it. So we've been in the 50% humidity range all day, and all the cars we've been tuning have been suffering from it numbers wise, but to clear over 600 wheel. And let me show you also the intake temperatures, because this is a good plug for the SOHO kit as well. There's a lot of talk about the intercooler efficiency and different aspects of what makes a good air-to-air kit. Let me show you guys real quick just what we're dealing with. This is a full throttle pull with the oil fully warmed up, coolant fully warmed up, and you know, from 3,000 RPM to nearly 8,000 RPM. We start the pull around 39 degrees Celsius, and 14 pounds of boost, we're not even at 50 degrees Celsius at the top end. So the intercooler is really doing some work today, even with this really, really hot weather. So superchargers are notorious for generating a lot of heat. That's why the air-to-water kits don't really work that good on street cars. But their air-to-air kits, you gotta be careful with what you pick. You gotta have one that's got a solid intercooler like that. That concludes our video. If you got any questions, let me know.